The way I thought about grace was it was God's patience and God's forgiveness kind of mixed together. And it would look like, say, I'm on the T-ball team and it's my turn to bat. And after about 5 swings, I finally hit the ball behind me. And then I promptly run to the pitcher's mound and right off into left field somewhere. And God stands up and claps his hands. He says, "Good job, Scott, you're doing great." That's the way that I saw grace. A definition of grace is unmerited favor, and I believe that that's true, but I think there's more to it. When I became a Christian, it was a big deal to me. I felt like I was finally on the right side of the tracks. And being on the right side of the tracks, it took up a lot of my time because everything was new to me. But then after a while, I started to get this strong desire to serve the Lord. The pleasures of the world were not interesting to me anymore. And I didn't want to just sit around and wait for heaven. I wanted to do something for the Lord. The problem was I didn't have anything to offer. I didn't know the Bible. I was shy. I wasn't an educated guy. I didn't enjoy reading. And I didn't have any talent. I was like a jack of all trades, master of nothing. There was nothing attractive about me. That makes me think of the first time that my wife noticed me. See, we were 2 divorced people from, unfaithful spouses. So we had that in common. We knew each other from high school, and we're going to the same church. To me, it was a no-brainer that we should at least know each other. But I was completely invisible to my wife. She was not interested in me at all. She didn't see anything attractive about me. Well, one day we were both trying out for the worship team, and I was singing a song, and my wife said she turned her head, and I was surrounded by light, and she thought, "Who is that? Where did he come from?" You see, she was attracted to God's grace that was on me. God's grace is attractive. That's really all we need to bring to the table is a desire. God will take care of everything else. He's going to give us the words. He's going to give us the confidence. He's going to give us the talent. Okay, all we need to do is to have the desire, and the other thing that we need is action. We got to just go for it.
Go for it.
You see, that's God's grace. Pastor Penn Clark refers to Matthew. The kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. The violence that the Bible's talking about here is not the same violence we find in Hollywood or see on our TV. It's aggressiveness. And to suffer means to allow or to require. So the kingdom of heaven requires aggressiveness. If we want to receive the gift of speaking in tongues, we got to first want it. The Holy Spirit is going to give us the language, but we got to move our lips. We got to go to the church and volunteer for something. We got to invite somebody to coffee if we want to witness to them. Like Pastor Penn says, you're not going to find Matthew 11 on a Christian's car bumper sticker. All right, we tend to be very tentative and non-confrontational people.
I'm good, Big Dan.
So don't worry if you don't have the talent, the courage, the gifts. All you need is the desire to serve God and the willingness to step out in faith. And God's grace will do the rest.